Show. A little bit of time. A little bit of time. Okay, so we good?
Okay, we're good. Okay, this time you can interview me.
Ooh, I can interview Itchy. Hi, Don.
Hold up.
Don, the musician. Don will play for us tonight. And my buddy Colby. Always on the set to help me out. Got Chris Brenner in the house.
Brimmer, actually.
Brimmer, I always say the name wrong, don't I?
That's always flattering. I'm glad we got that out of the way first.
Broomer.
Brimmer.
Broomer. Okay.
They got
Brimmer.
directed her on film.
Brimmer. Hi, Lee. How are you? Thank you for coming out tonight and helping us with the show. Tony, don't try to hide back there.
Obviously, in the camera.
Yeah.
Do you like what you do? Or do you do what you like? Does something deep inside you drive you in spite of all the complications that life throws your way? You'll always know tomorrow will be a better day. Live today like it's your last one. Live tomorrow like it's your first. Don't ever let your problems bring out your worst. Don't ever take your mind off whatever is your goal. Be true to yourself and follow your soul. Do you like what you do? Or do you do what you like? Does something deep inside you drive you in spite of all the complications that life throws your way? You'll always know tomorrow will be a better day. Live today like it's your last one. Live tomorrow like it's your first. Don't ever let your problems bring out your worst. Don't ever take your mind off whatever is your goal. Be true to yourself and follow your soul. Do you like what you do? Or do you do what you like? Does something deep inside you drive you in spite of all the complications that life throws your way?
Hello world. We are back on the Benita Show, and I have with me today Nick Walters, who is one of our local producers and directors here. Welcome, Nick. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
So tonight is your night, Nick. Nick is so accustomed to being behind the camera, so he's not really used to being in front of the camera. Tonight we're going to talk about Nick and what he's been doing.
Yeah, I'm used to being behind the camera. I'm not usually actually a director. I'm more a director of photography, videographer, cinematographer kind of thing. So I'm usually running cameras, setting up lights, things of that sort. More kind of behind the scenes kind of action.
Nick, how did you get involved with cinematography?
Actually, about 6 years ago, I made one of the worst films that has ever existed called Salt Wars with a friend. Before that, I was a computer technician, but we made it. We all liked to drink beer and mess around with the camera, and once we had it done, it was so horribly bad that I needed to know each and every reason why it was so bad and never do it again. So I've never looked back, and since that day, I've kind of every single day improved on that.
Okay. What about education background?
Like I say, I'm a computer technician by training, and I used to work as a bench technician, you know, like fixing people's computers when they got hit by lightning or
So
got a virus and
that's
stuff.
what you're doing when you're not filming?
No, actually, I do this kind of thing full time. When I'm not doing films or event type work, I'm doing weddings and things things of that sort. I also sell a little bit of antiques on the side.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my main source of income is from videography and cinematography. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now tell us about some of the movies you've been working on, some of the more recent ones.
The most recent film that we actually just wrapped a few days ago is called Fear, which is a horror anthology. It's like 6 different individual stories which kind of interconnect in a few different ways. And each one kind of has a different style, a different story, because even the directors of photography will change from story to story. So it's kind of an interesting way to do things. It's kind of like a creep show kind of thing.
Yeah, I used to love creep show too. I've heard about Fear. I know a fella, one of your actors named Chad. Chad is in that. Chad is in one.
You know what? There's so many guys. There really are. There's. I mean, if you know any St. Louis actor, they're probably in this thing. And if they aren't in it, they probably have a friend who's in it.
Right.
Yeah. So you know, almost every single person that I know has been involved with it, or given advice, or helped behind the scenes in some way.
Okay.
I'm telling you, me and Greg came down here last week and had a whole bunch of weird things pop on our camera. So if you're looking for ghosts, this is the place.
You don't know like every other girl you brought in here? I'm not gonna get all scared and have you put your armor on me.
Are you kidding me? The fear was all over your face.
Whatever. Is Norman in?
I don't rightly know, Agnes. I expect he keeps to himself mostly, what with that sick mother of his and all.
Yeah, speaking of her, have you ever seen her? You're never gonna believe this, George, but she's not there.
Who?
Norman's mother. She's gone.
The child has to be missing for at least 48 hours before the police will get involved. Anything could happen during that time. Those children are never seen again.
Where you headed, stranger?
Hunting trip.
Well, what you hunting?
Coyote.
Don't you have to do that during a certain season? So, what do you do all day and all night up in that lab, Doc?
Human cell regeneration.
Human cell regeneration? Sounds like science fiction.
Not at all. It's really quite fascinating.
You're not real!
Now, Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Gone. Be Gone.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, wow. Now, tell us about that, and when are we going to be able to see that?
It should be hitting festivals and such really, really soon. We already have a trailer out. The edit literally just got done a little while ago, so it's pretty much almost completely ready to be at festivals. By the time people see this, they can probably try to look it up and see that it's in a festival.
Now, where can we go to online to see that trailer?
At the moment, there is no website for it, but anybody can go actually to my website, which is nickbrianwalters.com, and I've got trailers on there for all the projects that I've done, including like some more experimental work that I've done. It's on there.
Because I was really impressed when I saw Johnny Be Gone. Eric Williams was playing in that.
Yeah.
Now, what? Tell us about Johnny Be Gone.
Well, I haven't gotten fed like a regular line, so this is just for me.
Okay.
But it's a story of a transsexual individual, Johnny, who it deals with his life and the struggles that he goes through in a very short period of time.
Now, are these struggles? Okay, go ahead.
Well, just dealing with the ignorances of people, some of the violence that can happen to people of that kind, and some of the mental consequences of the kind of ignorances and just the horrible ways in which people like that can be treated.
Okay, so he's not struggling with his own sexuality, but struggling with how people deal
Yes,
with
that's really, yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw the trailer, Eric did an awesome job.
He did a lot. Trevor did a lot of work in Magic Bullet after the fact to really get like a distinct look to the film.
Okay.
And it really shows through, I think.
Wow.
It's a really interesting looking piece.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Call me what you will, monster, demon, but there is no truer evil in this world than God. God put this curse on my head, on my body. I see his face on each stone-throwing child and cackling vagrant. Indeed, humans are the cruelest of all God's creatures, created in his own image of despotism and callousness. Oh, but for all of the hate I feel toward you, I remain obsessed. Proteus, grant this wretch the strength to become all I loathe, and nothing to those who vomit at my sight. Nothing. No answers. No miracles.
Now, any other works we can look out for?
Well, I'm not sure what the status is on it at the moment, but I've been a camera operator as well as a few other things on a film called Small Town Boy, Real American Hero, which is a documentary about an individual who was a Marine who died, and it's about the story of the individual who has to go and tell the family about, that their son has died.
Tell us a secret about you, something that a lot of people don't know, or one of your most embarrassing moments.
Well, embarrassing moments. I suppose if anybody were to look for a while, they'd find that I used to work with hack movies, and I'm not embarrassed about that, but I played a character called Don DeWepe, and if anybody sees what I look like right now, I look very different as Don DeWepe.
Okay.
The character's really dirty. He's kind of like a nasty old man.
Okay.
I'm usually not comfortable in front of the camera.
Okay. Okay.
So it was kind of, I really had to psych myself up for it, but I looked like a horribly nasty, dirty old man.
The character. That's You became the character. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
But it's pretty embarrassing because I look horrible.
Well, I think we're about out of time for you, Nick. But thank you so much for coming out here. Now, do you have any last words for us before we go?
Just check out my website, nickbrianwalters.com. Of course, check out the links section because my site's not really all that important, except for if you're a fellow filmmaker and need to do some work as a DP, or I own a Steadicam, I own my own lights, high-def camera. I have access to red cameras, grip trucks, the whole enchilada. Some of that last stuff that I named isn't mine, but I know how to get it.
Okay.
But of course, check out the links section, because if you're not a filmmaker and you're just interested in local film, check out the links section, and of course there's lots of links to other filmmakers in the area.
Okay.
And if there's any filmmakers out there who want to be in my links section, please email me at nickbrianwalters@gmail.com.
Now, Brian,
trade
is Brian B-R-I-A-N or B-R-Y?
B-R-I-A-N.
Okay. Brian Walters. Okay.
.com.
All right, cool. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you for having me
taking
on.
the time to come out. Okay, we'll go say bye to the world.
Bye.